Hello, Eric. This is Mike Richards. Thanks for sending your Swing the Golf Digest challenge. Looking at your swing, I wish the shutter speed on your camera is a little bit better, or it captures more frames per second. It'll make a little bit more sense, but I can kind of see some what's going on. If there's a way you can do this and kind of give me more shutter speed, so I can see a little bit more frames and see the club face a little better, take your camera and see if there's a sport mode on there and change it to sport mode. But when you look at the left side of the screen, I'm going to put your swing in motion, in a slow motion. And if you just look at the left, excuse me, you look back and go, okay, that doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad at the top. Face looks pretty decent. Coming down, a little throwy at the top, but for the most part coming down okay. And if that's the only swing you sent me, I'd say not much to be worked on there. However, let's go to this side. And when I hear you say, or you wrote in here and said, you have a tendency to some low hooks and some blocks or pushes. And then I put a driver, and I think you said you still slice it even if you come over the top. Well, I want you to watch this. Again, I'm going to put your swing in motion. And at the top of the swing, I'm going to say you're not in too bad a position here to where you've gotten behind your ball with your shoulder, your head's behind the ball. As the club gets longer, which I'll look at your driver in a second, I probably could see a little bit more motion there, getting back behind it. Now, here's where your whole problems start, Eric. When you come down, your whole body now tips and slides more towards the target. You are so far out in front of your ball right here. Look where your head's at. So now, you better flip the hands. And if you flip the hands too much, you hit a hook. And if you don't flip them at all, you hit a push. So your body is controlling your swing because you're getting way out in front of this thing too much. And you've got to flip your hands. Now, I can't slow your camera down, or I can't slow this camera down enough, but I want you to look here. See this motion right here? I don't like seeing that. I don't like seeing this. Then I got your glove. Then I start seeing the shaft coming here. That tells me, Eric, we're getting a little flippy. Now, as I advance this, then look at the separation you're getting from your left side and your arm. And I really don't like where that hand is there. It's like it's flipped through there. Here's what I'm going to show you. One of the models I use quite a bit see if I can find him real quick for you. Okay, here's a model I use quite a bit. I'm going to put a line in here of Brad Faxon. Okay, I'm going to take his swing to the top and take your swing to the top. Now, Eric, you can see at the top of your swing and his swing, his head's moved back a little bit more, and that's what I was saying. Your head could drift a little bit more to your right, my left. But now, here's where the biggest differences on your swings are. Watch his swing come down. His lower body moves, his head stays back, his upper body stays back. When you swing down, everything moves forward. And you are, before you even get to the golf ball, you are so far past it. Look at the right knee. Your right knee's already to the line. When Brad Faxon hits his golf ball, his right knee never even gets to the line. See where his head is? Then, because of that, he then can get this type of a look after contact, where everything aligns back up here. That's power. That's compression. What you do, Eric, is you've got to flip it. So now you run away with your body and you flip your hands coming down. And if you don't get them just right, you hit a hook and you hit a push. If you happen to hit it right, you hit a decent shot, but what you're also losing right now is a lot of yardage because your body's well out in front of this ball and all you're doing is just trying to flip your hands and catch the club face up. So hopefully you see the difference. Now, what I'm going to do is go back and see if I can find your driver swing. And let's see what your body does here. See, it's done the same stuff. And you really twist those hands over right there, so you get a big low hook. So here's what I'm going to tell you to do. I'm going to give you a couple of drills. Number one drill. When you're hitting an iron, I want you to take an old shaft, old broken club if you will. Stick that shaft on the outside of your foot, left foot, even with your left ankle, and get it up here about hip high. When you swing, I do not want you to hit that shaft with your left leg. And right now, you see how much you've crashed into that thing? Number two, we're going to really work on keeping our head back. Yes, there can be a little hip motion, but I put that middle line, that red line across the middle of the screen. That's where you got to separate your swing. You've got to move your lower body a little bit, but keep your upper body back like Brad Faxon did. Second drill, I want the left heel up off the ground. Keep it off the ground the entire swing. Then you don't have to swing hard now, Eric. But if that left heel stays up off the ground the entire swing, you've got a real good chance of staying back behind your golf ball. And I put the line there because that's where your ball position should have been. And look how far past it you are. This driver ball position is well too far forward in your stance. Or that camera angle is really bad. So I'd fix and make sure that club head where you have the camera put, this club should be put back to this line and the ball right here. So Eric, those are the things I'd work on. Those are the two drills. Left heel up the entire swing and put a broken club next to your left ankle and don't hit it. And you've got to really work on how not to slide past your ball with your hips, but you can turn your hips. How not to slide past them and how to get a better impact and not flip the hands. So what I'd have you do is spend some time chipping your golf ball. Taking out a little pitching wedge or a sand wedge. And just chip your ball around the green and learn that good impact like Brad Faxon had. And not flip it. Then you can build the swing from there by not sliding so far in front of it. So Eric, good luck to you. Thanks for sending your swing to the Golf Digest Challenge. And look forward to your other videos. Thanks.